Protein's 3D puzzle, tertiary and quaternary structure explained. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We've talked about the straight-line primary structure and the local folds of the secondary structure, think spirals and sheets. But to do their real jobs, proteins need to become true 3D masterpieces. Today, we are diving into the final, functional shapes, the tertiary and quaternary structures. Let's get folding. Tertiary structure definition. The tertiary structure is the protein's overall, three-dimensional shape. It's the full-fledged, unique fold of a single polypeptide chain. Think of it as taking all those alpha-helices and beta sheets from the secondary structure and folding them again into a compact, functional unit. This final fold is essential because a protein's shape dictates its function. Stabilizing forces. What holds this complex 3D puzzle together? It's all about the R groups, the side chains of the amino acids, interacting with each other and the surrounding environment, like water. The key forces include hydrogen bonds, electrostatic forces, or ionic bonds, where positive and negative charges attract, van der Waals forces, which are weak attractions between nonpolar paths, and the strongest ones, disulfide linkages. These are covalent bonds that form between two cysteine amino acids, acting like molecular staples to lock the structure in place. Shapes and domains. This tertiary folding gives rise to two major molecular shapes. Fibrous proteins, which are long, thin, and often have structural roles, like keratin in your hair. Globular proteins, which are compact, spherical, and usually water-soluble, like enzymes and antibodies. Also, within a tertiary structure, you might see domens, sections of the protein that fold somewhat independently and often have a distinct function. These are the functional building blocks of the protein world. The quaternary structure, assembling the subunits. Quaternary structure definition. Now, for the final boss of protein folding, the quaternary structure. Not every protein has one, but those that do are composed of two or more polypeptide chains, each with its own tertiary structure. These chains are called subunits. Spatial arrangement and stabilization. The quaternary structure describes the precise spatial arrangement of these subunits with respect to one another. For example, the protein hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in your blood, is made of 4 separate subunits. The same forces that stabilize the tertiary structure, hydrogen bonds, electrostatic forces, and others, also hold these multiple subunits together. From a simple string of amino acids, the protein folds through its primary, secondary, tertiary, and sometimes quaternary levels, each step driven by the simple yet powerful physics of chemical interactions. This exact, predetermined sequence and resulting unique 3D shape is what allows a protein to carry out its specific, vital function in your body. It's truly molecular destiny. If you enjoyed learning about these complex structures, hit that like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what complex molecule you want to see explained next. See you in the next video.